Hey y'all, welcome to the MTG Hillbilly Show, where the magic's burning hotter than a moonshine glow. We're shuffling, dealing for the world to see. Come on down and join the fun, all out of you to stay. Let it roll, let it roll. Love the skill of the soul. Tapping with our critters and spells, and when we win, you know we're ringing them bells. From morning till evening, we're never slow. Cardboard cracks the name of the game, you know. Lost in the draw, but we never let go. Playing for pride in the soft southern glow. Decking our hands in a gritty year. Magic together with the folks we hold dear. Hey y'all, welcome to the MTG Hillbilly Show, where the magic's burning hotter than a moonshine glow. We're shuffling and dealing for the world to see. Come on down, join the fun and know how you do. Let it roll, let it roll. Let's kill it with a soul. Let it roll, let it roll. Let's kill it with a soul. Let it roll, let it roll. Let's kill it with a soul. Hey y'all, welcome to the MTG.
Hey everybody, good afternoon. Think all the spoilers are out now, so I think we'll go over the spoilers first. But I did build a new deck for today. I want to try it out, see if it'll work or not, and if it does, it'll be a good deck. I'm hoping that the deck will work, unlike the one that was on the video this morning. Did not quite work. However, I did build a different deck last night for the morning video, which was a mono black. But I was just getting my butt handed to me left and right when I was doing that video. That's why I went to mono black. But we're going to go over the spoilers before we do anything else. And then after that, we'll jump into some games. See what we can do. All right, let's jump on over to the spoilers. All right. Do this by dates. All right, we've got the archives. Jehoiad's Edict. Jehoiad's Edict got a reprint. Cyclonic Rift. Bring to light. Calling Ritual. Reflecting Palm. Expressive Iteration. And Fracture. All right, complete set right here. We got the complete set now, so all the cards has been released. Awesome. All righty, we're going to go from top to bottom. Johnny's Response, Ascendant Dust Speaker, Dig Site Inventory, and Elite Interceptor. Alright, Johnny's Response, 5 mana. Spell costs 3 less to cast if it targets a tapped creature. Destroy target creature. Another removal. I'm not going to say no to a removal, because times like this, you need a lot of removal. Ascendant Dust Speaker is 5 mana, 3/4 with flying. When this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on another target creature you control. Then, at the beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. Nice. Graveyard hate on a creature. Not bad. So every combat, you get to exile the card from your opponent's graveyard. Awesome. I can't say no to Graveyard Hate either, though this does cost 5 mana. There's ways to get stuff a little cheaper. Dig Site Inventory for 1 mana, sorcery. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains vigilance until end of turn. Has flashback for 1. Not bad. You can double cast this. I mean, for 2 mana, you can give a creature +1/+1, and another creature +1/+1. Gave them both vigilance. Not bad. Then we got Elite Inceptor, Human Wizard 1/2, enters prepared. So for 2 mana, you get to play Rejoiner. So for a total of 3 mana, you get to play the creature and the sorcery. You may tap or untap target creature, draw a card. Huh. Interesting. So when you play this, go to your, now it's a sorcery speed. You can attack with a creature, and then you can untap it. And then draw a card also. Not terrible. I see some uses for it. Then we got another card, Honorbound Page, with 4 mana, 3/3. First strike, this creature enters prepared. Nice. So 3, 4, 5, so a total of 5 mana. You can cast a creature and cast a sorcery that's attached to it. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains flying until end of turn. Nice. So how's everybody doing today? We got Interjection for 1 white instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains first strike until end of turn. Awesome. We've got Owlin Historian for 3 mana. Bird Cleric with flying. When this creature enters, surveil 1. Whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. I think this would be better if it was +1 counters. Still not bad because you are looking in your deck. We got Rehearsed Debater, 3 mana. Jan Bard, 3/3. So 3/3 for 3, not bad. With vigilance. Also has Repartee. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So whenever you get this out, you cast an instant or sorcery, this creature turns into a 4/4 until end of turn. Not terrible. We got Soaring Stone Glider. 3 mana, 4/3. Elephant Cleric. As additional cost to cast this spell, exile 2 cards from your graveyard or pay 2 more to cast this. Has flying and vigilance. So if you ain't got nothing in your graveyard, then this is going to cost you 3, 4, 5. 5 for a 4/3. What's up, Fearless Con? Awesome. We've got Stone Docent, 2 mana, 3/1. Spirit Chimera. And for 1 white, exile this card from your graveyard. You gain 2 life, surveil 1, activate only as a sorcery. Not bad. I mean, it does activate out of your graveyard, so it's not bad because you get to gain 2 life and surveil 1. So it's kind of a good ability on a 3/1 creature. All the cards have been released. Chase Inspiration for 1 blue. Target creature you control gets +0/+3 and gains hexproof until end of turn. Not bad. Essence Scatter got a reprint. I'm not going to read it because we already know what Essence Scattered is. It's in standard right now. Hydro Chandler, 1 and a blue, 1/3. Merfolk, tap, to add a blue, spend this only to cast an instant or sorcery. Pay 1 tap, add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast an instant or sorcery spell. Huh. Okay. Same ability, 1 cost, 1 does not. Wizards, did you mean for this creature to do something else? Or did you just give it the same ability twice? Make 1 cost, 1 not. That's ridiculous to me. But it's a 1/3 for 2. Does give you a mana for a blue. Well, oh, wait a minute. You tap it to add a blue, or pay 1 tap it to add any color. That's the difference. Still the same ability to me. Then we got Landscape Painter for 1 and a blue with its Vibrant Idea, which costs 5. Creature enters prepared. Then for 5 mana, you get to draw 2 cards. Nah. It's a 2/1, so it'll probably die before you can even draw those 2 cards. Hey, Horror Story. Then we got Minor Bending Mage, 3 mana, 2/2. When this creature enters, turn up to 1 other target creature to its owner's hand. Nice. And whenever you cast a spell with X in its mana cost, this creature can't be blocked this turn. Then Quick Study for 3 mana, draw 2. Run Behind for 4 mana. The spell costs 1 less to cast if it targets an attacking creature. Target creature's owner puts it on their choice of the top or bottom of their library. Well, you already know they're going to put it on top of their library. I don't want to say it's busted, to be honest. I don't think it is. Because for one, take a look at this 2/1 creature. It costs 2 to play it, but you cannot cast a sorcery until you get 5 mana. So you get this early game, you are not going to draw those 2 cards. Late game, maybe. Early game, definitely not. Anyway, we got Spellbook Seeker. 4 mana, 3/3. With Careful Study attached to it. For 1 mana. So for a total of 5 mana, you can cast this and play its sorcery. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. You're not going up on cards, but not bad still. And the creature does enter prepared and does have flying. Then we got Textbook Tabulator for 3 mana, 0/3 with increments. Which increment is whenever you cast a spell, if its amount of mana you spent is greater than this creature's power or toughness, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. And when this creature enters, you get to surveil 2. It's okay. It's good for frog decks, maybe. I mean, it is a frog wizard. We got Adventurous Eater, 2 and a black, human warlock, 3/2 with Have a Bites. Sorcery. And this creature enters prepared, so since it enters prepared, you can cast a sorcery for 1 black mana. So 2, 3, 4 mana. You can get this creature and cast its sorcery. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control, and you gain 1 life. And you can only do that once, because you cannot re-prepare this creature unless you got some way of bouncing this. Because then if you bounce it, it comes back prepared. Or you can redo the Hive of Bites. Then we got Burgo Banemaker for 1 black mana, 1/1 with Death Touch. Pay 1 and a black. This creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Nice. We got Cheerful Atromancer, 4 mana, 4/2 with Raise Dead for 1 mana. And it enters prepared, so if you have a total of 3, 4, 5 mana, you can cast a sorcery for one of the manas. Return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. I wish it was Battlefield, but it's not. We got Cost of Brilliance, 3 mana, sorcery. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life, and put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Not bad. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life, and put a 1/1 counter on 1 target creature. 2 life for a 1/1 counter and 2 cards. It's not terrible. Then we have a 6 mana cost, 5/4. Show Warlock with Ward, discard a card. Repartee. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Very nice effect, very costly, but has a great effect. Then we got Last Gasp. For 2 mana, target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Nice. Then Lecturing Scorn Mage for 1 black mana, 1/1 with Repartee. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Nice. So for every instant or sorcery you cast, this creature grows. Then we got Leech Collector for 2 mana, 2/2. Whenever you gain life for the first time, each turn this creature becomes prepared. So every time you gain life, this will you'll be able to cast. It becomes prepared. And it has Bloodletting for 1 mana. Each opponent loses 2 life. So if you gain life, so you have this out on the battlefield and you gain a life, then you'll be able to cast Bloodletting for 1 mana, 1 black mana, and have your opponents lose 2 life. We got Masterful Flourish for 1 black mana. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains indestructible until end of turn. That's good. 1 mana, +1, indestructible. Not bad. Then we got Metallic Poet. 2 mana, 1 and a black, 2/2 with Repartee. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Not bad. This card here will work perfect with this card. You play this one on turn 2, and then you play this one on turn 3, and then you cast and then when you cast the instant or sorcery spell, you'll have this prepared. Not bad. Then we got Mozo New Den for 3 mana, 2/1. Bird Skeleton Warlock with flying. When it enters, create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with, whenever this token attacks, you gain 1 life. And it also has infusion. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain life this turn, return up to 1 target creature with mana value X or less from the graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of life you gained this turn. You gotta gain more than 1 life in order for this to be any good, and this only makes 1 pest token. So that's only 1 life. Then we got Rabid Attack for 2 mana, instant. To end a turn, any number of target creatures you control each get +1/+0 and gain when this creature dies, draw a card. That's not bad. Then we got Safi Shadelock, 5 mana, 4/6. At the beginning of your first main phase, this creature becomes prepared. So this creature is prepared every turn. So then you'll be able to cast a sorcery for 1 black mana. Target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains Death Touch until end of turn. Not bad. Then we got Send in the Past, 2 mana. Each opponent discards a card. You create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with, whenever this creature token attacks, you gain a life. There's more what? Alright. I definitely see cards working together in this set. Pretty cheap cards. This card, this one, and this one will work together in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 cards that'll work together. Awesome. Then we got Sneering Shade Rider, 5 mana, 3/3 with flying, Vampire Warlock. When this creature enters, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. That'll work with it also, but it does cost 5 for a 3/3. Hey, Chris Chaos, what's going on? Going over the last bit of the spoilers. Luna Alley Shoekeep, 3 mana, 2/3. Goblin Warlock with Menace Infusion. This creature gets +2/+0 as long as you gained life this turn. Not bad. Then Wander Off for 4 mana, exile target creature. Very good. Then we got Ancestral Anger for 1 red sorcery. Target creature gains trample and gets +X/+0 to end a turn, where X is 1 plus a number of cards named Ancestral Anger in your graveyard. Draw a card. Okay. So your creature can get +4/+0 because you can have up to 4 copies. Now, if this card said your deck can have any number of Ancestral Angers as you want in your deck, then your creature could get, then you could actually get a big creature. We got Blazing Fire Singer for 3 mana, 2/3. Enters prepared. So you can 2, 3, so for 6 mana, you can cast the Seething Song instant for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. 5 mana. Not bad. Not bad at all. And I'm sure that this will be put in a bounce deck where you can bounce it, replay it, play Seething Song, get more mana, bounce it, play it again, get more mana until you can get to play your big spells. Then we got Charging Strike Knife, 3 mana with haste. Tap it to discard a card and draw a card. 3/3. Not bad. Then we got Choreographed Sparks, 2 for 2 red mana. This spell can't be copied. Choose one or both. Copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. Nice. Or copy target creature spell you control. The copy gains haste, and at the beginning of the next end step, sacrifice this token. Not bad. Then we got Goblin Glasswright for 2 mana, 2/2. Creature enters prepared, so for another mana, you get to create a treasure token. Not bad. Living, just like I was talking about bouncing, this one being bounced. If you bounce this, then you can create, unlimited amount of treasures. Living History, 2 mana, enchantment. When this enchantment enters, create a 2/2 red and white spirit creature token. Whenever you attack, if a card left your graveyard this turn, target attacking creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Meh. It's alright. Then for 5 mana, you get a 4/4 with flying. Enters prepared. So that means you can cast a sorcery, Striking Palette. When you next cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. And that's a 4/4 for 5. Not bad. So for 6 mana, you can copy another instant sorcery. Then we got Rearing Embermare, 5 mana, 4/5 with reach and haste. Then we got Robo Rouser, 3 mana, 1/4. When this creature enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Then you can tap it, exile a card from your graveyard to add a red mana. You may do this. When you do this, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Oh, nice. We got Strife Scholar for 3 mana, 3/2. With ward, pay 2 life. This creature enters prepared. So for 6 more mana, ooh, that's costly. You create two 2/2 red and white spirit creature tokens. Wow. 4 power, not counting this creature, 4 power for 6 mana. Pretty costly. Silverquill, black and white. For 2 and red, artifact, Tablet of Discovery. Artifact. When this artifact enters, mill a card, you may play that card this turn. And you can tap this for 1 red mana, or you can tap it to add 2 red mana to cast an instant or sorcery spell. Not bad. And we got Tackle Artist, 4 mana, 4/3 with Trample and Opus ability. Where you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, put 2 1/1 counters on this creature instead. Then we got Tone Blast for 2 mana, 1 and a red. Deals 2 damage to any target. Has flashback for 5 mana. Ooh, they're making sure you can't replay this back to back. Then we got Unsuitable Mockery. 3 mana instant. Deals 4 damage to target creature and surveil 1. 3 mana, 4 damage, surveil 1. Not bad. And then Zealous Lorecaster for 6 mana, 4/4. When this creature enters, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Alrighty. Then Aberrant Mana Worm, 4 mana, 2/5 worm with trample. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, this creature gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. I mean, 4 mana for a 2/5. Good blocker. It's just okay. We got Barog Barrage, 2 mana, instant. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. If you cast another instant or sorcery spell this turn, then it deals damage equal to its power to up to 1 target creature an opponent controls. Huh. So this wants you to play another spell along with it. Not bad. Nice. We got Clan Tackle for 3 mana sorcery. Target creature you control gets +0/+10 to end a turn, then it fights up to 1 target creature opponent controls. Nice. Not bad. I like the Clan Tackle. Pretty good. But it's only to end a turn, though. Be nice if it was, you know, enchantments. They've got Mural, Vastlands Roamer, 3 mana. Creatures you control with +1 counters on them have trample. So for 3 mana, you get a 3/3. And if your creatures have +1 counters on them, they have trample. And then for 5 mana, and tap this creature, create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token, and put X/1/1 counters on it, where X is the number of differently named lands you control. You know, you might be lucky to get a 1/1 if you're running this as mono green. I mean, the cost is 5 mana. We got Follow the Liberance for 2 mana. Sorcery with infusion. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them and put it into your hand. If you gain life this turn, you may instead reveal 2 creatures or land cards from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. It's alright. Then we got Glorious Decay for 2 mana. Choose 1, destroy an artifact, 4 damage to a target creature with flying, or exile target card from a graveyard, draw a card. Not bad. Then we got Hungry Grafflin, 4 mana, 3/4 with reach, giraffe. With increments, which is whenever you cast a spell, if that's amount of mana spent to cast is greater than its creature's power or toughness, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. And this is a 3/4. So you're going to have to cast a 4 mana costing spell, instant sorcery. No. It says spell, so yeah, you're going to have to cast something that costs 4 in order to get a 1/1 counter on this. Yeah, not terrible. Then Inferi Healer for 2 mana, 2/3. Enters prepared. Pay X and a green. Target player gains X life. So this to me, the sorcery is something you would cast in the very late game to gain life to survive. Then we got Mindful Biomancer, 2 mana, 2/2. When this creature enters, you gain 1 life. Pay 3. This creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. So you can turn this into a 4/4 each turn. So you can pay 3 on your turn, make it a 4/4, or you can pay 3 on your opponent's turn to make it a 4/4. And that's after it loses Summoning Sickness. We got Noxorous Newt, 2 mana with Death Touch, and tap to add a green. So we got us another mono green mana dork. Then we got Pest Brood Sloth, 4 mana 4/4 with reach. When this creature dies, create 2 1/1 black and green pest creature tokens with whenever this token attacks, you gain a life. Not bad. Then we got Shoekeeper's Bane for 3 mana, 4/2 with trample. When this creature attacks, you gain 2 life. Not bad. However, it cannot block that good. Then we got Snarl Song for 6 mana, sorcery. Create 2 0/0 green and blue fractal creature tokens. Then put X 1/1 counters on each of them, and you gain X life, where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast this spell. Why is it that a lot of these cards are wanting you to play 5 colors? I'm just saying. That's what it's saying to me. That's my stream of life. Yeah, but Snarl Song, I'm telling you, you're going to be lucky to gain 2 life. Maybe 1 life. I mean, it does cost 6. To me, I don't think it's very playable, but that's just my opinion about it. Then we got Tender Conquer. I can't pronounce that second word, dag-blag. Anyway, it's a 4/5 for 5. Troll Druid with Vigilance. When this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card. Also has Infusion. This creature gets +2/+0 as long as you gained life this turn. Nice. Then we got Thornfist Striker, 3 mana 3/3 with Ward 1. It has Infusion. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and have trample as long as you gain life. We got Toperi Lecture, 3 mana 1/2 with Increment. So whenever you cast a spell, if a spell was bigger than this, then you get to put up +1/+1 counter on it. Then you tap it, add amount of green equal to this creature's power. Nice. We got Wild Hypnotist. For X and a green, create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token and put X 1/1 counters on it. And you get to surveil too. Not terrible. Then Abstract Paint Mage. For 1 hybrid blue red and red. For a total of 3 mana, you get a 2/2. Beginning of your first main phase, add a blue and a red. Spend this mana only to cast instant and sorcery spells. Free casting. Then we got Embrace the Paradox. 5 mana, instant. Draw 3. You may put a land card from among your hand onto the battlefield tapped. So 5 mana to draw 3 cards and put a land down. I think it's too costly. That's just my opinion. Then we got Eversnet Scholar. 3 hybrid black green and a green, so for a total of 3, you get a 3/1. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with whenever this creature token attacks, you gain a life. Then at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died under your control this turn, draw a card. Ugh. The creature's a little weak for three mana. I mean, I could understand if it was maybe 2 mana, but a 3/1 for 3, you're not getting much value there. Empress Ink Mage, 1 black and a white, 3/3 with vigilance. When this creature enters, Surveil 2, meh, not terrible. 3/3 for 3. And we got Mind Roots for 1 black and a green. Sorcery, target player discards 2 cards, put up to 1 land card discarded this way onto the battlefield tapped under your control. So you play this, your opponent discards a land, you get that land. Nice. Proctor's Gaze for 2 green and a blue. Return up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle. So you're getting a tapped land for 4 mana. But you can do this on your opponent's turn also, which makes this pretty good. Then we got Pursue the Past for red and a whites. You gain 2 life. You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2. Has flashback for 4. This is not bad. Say you got a dud card in your hand. You can discard it for 2 mana and draw 2 cards in its spot. Yeah, 2 for 1. Not bad. We got Render Speechless for 2 white and a black. Target player, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Then put 2 1/1 counters on up to 1 target creature. Not bad. Root Manipulation, 3 black and a green. So for 5 mana, you get to sorcery. To end the turn, creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain menace. And whenever this creature attacks, you gain a life. Nice. That's all your creatures. So that's not terrible. Then we got Stadium Tidal Mage, 4 mana, 4/4 for 2 blue red. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Not bad. Pretty good blocker. It's a 4/4. Then we got Startled Relic Sloth for 2 red and a white, 4/4 with trample and lifelink. At the beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. Very good graveyard hate card. It's a 4/4, good body. Mana cost is equal to its power and toughness, which is what I like. So yeah, not bad. We got Vibrant Outburst for a blue and a red. Deals 3 damage to any target, tap up to 1 target creature. Nice. Then we got Visionary's Dance, 7 mana. Create 2 3/3 blue and red elemental creature tokens with flying. So you're putting total power of 6 on the battlefield. Not bad. Then you pay 2, discard this card, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. So you pay 2 to discard this, to loot, and put 1 card in your graveyard. It's not terrible, since it has 2 abilities. So you pay that 7 to create the 2 to get a total power of 6 on the battlefield, or you can pay 2 and discard it to loot. Then we got Wilt in the Heat, 4 mana, a 2 red and a white. Spell costs 2 less to cast. If 1 or more cards left your graveyard this turn, deals 5 damage to target creature. That creature would die this turn. Exile it instead. So this wants something to leave your graveyard for it to be 2 less to cast. However, it is 4 mana. So it's not that out of cost to do 5 damage. Because it's 2 less to cast, not 2 more to cast. If it was 2 more to cast, then this card would be pretty much unplayable. But for 4 mana, 5 damage to a creature, yeah, that's pretty good. Then Mage Tower Referee for 2 mana construct. Whenever you cast a multicolor spell, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Not terrible. Then we got Page Loose Leaf for 2 mana, 0/2. Discard as a Gendar. Discard another card named Page Loose Leaf. Reveal cards to the top of your library until you reveal an instant or sorcery card. Put that card in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So you can do that 4 times. 3 times. You do it 3 times because you have to have this on the battlefield. And it's a colorless mana dork. Then we got Petitioner's Trove, 3 mana. Tap it to add 1 mana of any color. Tap it to gain 2 life. Activate only if you cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn. Not terrible. And I believe I went over these before. I do like Empress of Woe for 4 mana, 5/4. Enters prepared, so you can automatically do that. Demonic Tutor for 2 mana. Search your library for a card, put it in your hand, then shuffle. And at the beginning of your end step, if 2 or more creatures died this turn, this creature becomes prepared. So you want to make a lot of tokens with this card right here and have a sack outlet for it to get this prepared. Not bad. There's cards in standard right now that'll work with this. Not bad at all. Plus, not only that, these 2 kind of works together. Especially with your Mobilize. This will work with Mobilize very good, very easily. Because your tokens die. Because they're sacrificed. Which is the same thing as dying. They're not being exiled. So this will work great with Mobilize. Okay. Not terrible. All right. Let's get on over to some games. And I do have my Discord open if anybody wants to jump in there. All right, let's check the store out, see if there's anything worth getting in the store. I can already tell it's not. Don't waste your money, your game money or gems on this crap. It's not worth it. All right, so we have to attack with 30 creatures to get this done. Yeah, last night's video Y'all watched it at first. It did not do too good. We're playing triplets today. It's a new deck that I came up with this afternoon. Let's see if we can get it to work. I mean, I'm not saying I'm one of the best deck builders there is. But if anybody wants a shout out during early access, all you got to do is build a deck and build a make a deck with some of the new cards in the deck. And if you do, I will run the deck and give you a shout out. See if this gets countered or not. Nope. Gets bounced. You want to bounce my creature? I will be glad to destroy yours. We'll try it. Awesome. Try to keep them from milling, and then we hit them for 3. Gonna bounce it. I knew it. Knew they was gonna bounce it. We'll play this. Want to counter it? Go right ahead. I think that's funny. Yeah, they get to draw a card and discard a card, but they cannot counter it. Water crystal. So you are a mill deck. Well, in that case, might as well play Ouroboros. One, two, three, four. Need 2 mana. I'll just replay it. I was hoping for land. Ooh. Are you sure you want to do that, opponent? You want to pay for the draw? Okay. They already knew. We already had it. We had it with our fringing bill off because it has trample. Awesome. Good test run. All right. Never did get to play the triplets. Had 2 of them in our hand. Been nice if we could have. I've always liked the gruff triplets. Griggs. All right. Hope we'll get more land here. Voice of Victory. We'll play this. No attacks. Get rid of that. We'll play this. Play Ouroboros. We'll attack. Scry. Perfect draw. They probably block. Four, 5, 6. Bring this down. Next turn. Maybe. Take the remove. Not good. Boom. We'll bring this down next. See if we can bring Griff this down. We'll probably kill Order Borroy. Yep. Okay. Nice. One, two, three. I did not want to land here. What's up, D. Lawson? But yeah, let me know. I mean, y'all can build decks now. All the whole set is out. Y'all can build decks and put them into the Discord. And I'll be more than happy to, oh. That ain't good. We need a removal. And that is not it. Why didn't I attack with my flyer? Well, anyway, they have to block. Nuts. And they gain 10 life. So 10, 13, yeah. Then of course, we are in pretty bad shape here. I needed removal and we're getting flooded. Oh, awesome, D. Lawson. Awesome. But if y'all want to shout outs during the early access streams, then make sure to build decks and post them in the Discord where it says early access only. I think I need to go in there and delete I think there's decks already in there. I think I need to delete those. If you want to handle that for me, D. Lawson, you can. Okay, let's try this. We don't have no basic lands though. Maybe we'll get us a basic land here. We are on the draw. There's our basic. Okay. If you want to build that, D. Lawson, go right ahead and I'll build a deck around it. I appreciate that, D. Lawson. One, two, three, four. Play this. Put you on you. And then we'll take we're going to take you. And then we're going to do this to you. Then we're going to gain some life. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me 2 more lands. Land of War else. I think we'll play you. Play you on. Put it on you this time. $34 life. 1, 2, 3, 4 lands. Opponent's got 6. 7. You ain't got the word, opponents. You ain't got the word. Ward 2. Okay. Got him. Awesome. Moving along pretty quick on our daily here. But if y'all want a shout out, make sure to build a deck and throw it into the Discord there. Make sure you throw it under early access decks. And I'll run the decks and give you a shout out during the early access streams. Hey, going first. Maybe we'll draw whites. Well, there's our white land. I don't think they want to attack. Yeah, we'll take that. And better for a land, but oh well. Decline. Yeah, we'll take that. Really need all right, we're done with attacking now, are we? That ain't good. No more attacks from us. I think we'll hold up. Okay. Everything costs one less. They probably got culpable chip kick. Yep. All right, they are ramping like crazy. Maybe we should have ramped. Ooh, 12 damage. We draw land. I don't really like using land creatures. We're in trouble. That's probably game right there. Yep. That would be game. No removal. They got me. Maybe I'll put some ramp. Maybe I should go about putting the ramp in this deck. And then I know I'll be able to get the Gruff Triplets out pretty quick. But I'm just trying to sneak them in. So what am I trying to do? Willie. All right. We got 3 lands. Turn 1 play. Goblins. Sewer Slicer Goblin. Not on my watch is good. See if they decide to block. They do. Awesome. Hey, Terminator, what's going on? Or Boroid. We'll attack with these. Boom, boom. Goblin. Rico. Play this. Put it on you. Can we go in? Sure. Got him. All right, make sure y'all drop those likes, and if you're a content creator, drop that channel link also. That's why y'all got wrenches, so you can share your channel. It looks like we got our daily done. Helping Hand. Awesome. All right, there's another deck I want to try. I have not played in quite some time. I don't even have the deck anymore. Go enchantments. I think this deck will actually work pretty good. Demonic Pact. Greed's Gambit. All right. Well, that didn't work. Now I just got to do some searching because what I want to do is give our opponents Demonic Pact or Greed's Gambits. Yeah, when you come here, you got a toll to pay, and that's you content creators. That is to drop that channel link in. That's how you pay the toll. I'm just kidding. I don't want to drop your channel links. That's fine. But I'm just kidding around there. Huh. Thought there was something in blue that would do this, what I want. Well, of course, I got this on enchantment. So yeah, let me take it off enchantment. Let me see if something pops up this time. Gift a card. Nope. I ain't done this kind of deck in quite some time. course, the way standard rotates, cars don't rotate out quick enough. You're fine there, Terminator. Glad I'm able to do it for you. I know we're all out here trying to do the same thing, you know, stream, share our hobbies with others. So, you know, support each other. So you know, any content creator, if you come here, you can share your channel links. That's why I give y'all wrenches. Most people with wrenches are either mods or content creators. And I try to share with everybody. So y'all check out Terminator. Actually a Terminator. Y'all check them out. Huh. If people's been with me from the very beginning of my streaming adventures are my mods. And D. Lawson is one of them. And then I got Lone Wolf. He's another mod. So don't make them too mad, because you do, they might do something. Looking for certain cards. Hmm. Hey, Lone Wolf. Looking for certain cards that'll do what I want to do. Right now, I'm not finding any. Maybe there'll be some in blue. I do like Trial Shatter. It's one of my favorite cards from Edge of Eternities. Yeah. But now's the time to brew new decks because, you know, early access is this Wednesday. Will not be no viewer battles Wednesday. So I will not be able to queue up against anybody with the new cards. There we go. That'll work for what I want to do. I want to see if there's anything else that'll do the same thing. This will do it, but you can only attack once. Oh, okay. That's understandable, D. Lawson. That's understandable, but you can always, you know, watch the replays. I mean, I don't delete none of my streams. Now, this morning video that I dropped, it did not do too good until I switched decks. After I switched decks, that started doing better. Another good card. Is there anything else that'll let me switch? Hey, Hips is in the house. What's up, Hips? I appreciate the $2 there. Thank you. Harmless offering. I forgot about that. Yeah, that would work too, just as good. I could go 3 colors. Oh, bunch of stuff. Actually, this wouldn't be bad either. And then, plus, this has lifelink. We go black and white. I'm looking for cards that'll let me give Demonic Pact and Greed's Gambit to my opponents. Been so long since I played this deck, I don't even know what's in this. What I have that'll do it. I've wanted to do another deck like this for the longest. I don't want to go 5 colors. 3 colors is pushing it. Three colors, they're already pushing it. All right, that's what we got. Yeah, standard. Looks like we got blue and red to do this. We got more blue and black than we do red. I think we're going to take the red out. Good idea, though, D. Lawson. And then we're going to play a lot of bounce stuff. Syncopate in standard. Such a great card. Essence Scatter. Syncopate. Then Aetherize. Finish it up. Don't know if this will work or not, but yeah, I'm going to try it. Something new, something different. Watery Grave. Loom Lake. Demolition Field. We have no creatures. 2.3. Not bad. All right. Trade the helm. Yeah, I could have. All right, let's see if this meme deck can pull any wins off. See if this beam deck can pull a win off. May not work. It's just something I want to try. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4 lands. Not bad. Cannot counter that. Counter the next one. There you go, opponent. Play this next turn, then we'll give it to our opponents. Destroy. Could hold up Essence Scatter. Nope, we'll just use it. Play the birds, play this. I don't think this will work. I think they had to have a enchantments. I was hoping they wasn't going to attack. You want to trade? I think we done screwed up here. Think we done screwed up. Yeah, we're losing to our own dang on Greed's Gambit. Yeah, this ain't working the way I want it to. Alright, I gotta take this back to the drawing board. Yeah, we're in trouble here. Did not work right. Did not work. I may have to go red. It's okay, Shaker. Yeah, let's swap all the blue for the red. Well, let's go with 3 colors. Okay. This time we're going to put some creatures in. I still want my Cryo Shatter. Let go of the dang on card. Dang blanket. Wow. Game. Why are you doing this? Jeez. Oh my gosh. Game's all just screwed up. That was ridiculous. Now I don't know what card it was. What deck it was. I think it was this one. Nope. That's another deck I'm working on. This one. All right. This still may not work, but I'm going to try it. Like I said, it's a meme deck. Let's see if it still works like it used to. You don't ever see anybody playing it. That's why I want to try it. Like playing decks that people don't think about playing anymore. Well, we got our harmless offering, but nothing to play. We'll attack. We'll trade with you. We'll trade with you. If you want to trade, it is. They will play Greed's Gambit next turn. The following turn, we'll give it to them. Come on now. Trade. We both die. Are you mad because I took your big old cat out? That was ridiculous. Come on now. Game. Big Papa. Big Poppy. Big Poppy 2.0. Let's go. I guess they're salty. That took their one creature out. They didn't block, so they could do 1 damage to us. Wow. That was ridiculous. If you didn't want to play, you should have just scooped. Paul up in there. Okay, Paul. Well, we got Hog Creeper, which is pretty good, I guess. Come on, opponent. Let's play the game. Oh, perfect. What you discarding? We'll discard a land. Sacrifice one of our flyers tokens. Then we'll discard mountain. Roaming throne. You can have it. Elemental. And then we'll play this. Hey, what's up, Busy Gamer Dad? Busy Gamer Dad, I got a question for you. Are you a content creator, perhaps? You sound familiar. Hey, Nino, what's going on? Playing a meme deck. That's fine with me. Alrighty then. Oh, they didn't like that too good, did they? All right, folks, just give me a second here. I gotta do something. All right. There. Dagblaggit. Chat, I can't get my chat up. There we go. There you go. You can now share your channel link in chat there, Busy Gamer Dad. Eric Banner. MTG Forge. I've heard about that. All right. Now the deck that we ran today didn't do too bad. Is this one right here? It's green and white. What we're trying to do is get our Sledge Cast class siege ship down. I've never played this card until today. Seen it here a couple days ago, going against somebody. But anyway, it has flying, and whenever the spacecraft attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. So it's another way to cheat in big old creatures. And what I'm trying to cheat in is the Gruff Triplets. I ain't played this card in quite some time. It comes in, makes 2 tokens, that's copies of it. And one of those, when one of the Gruff Triplets die, they buff up the other 2, and so on. And then we got Ouroboros in here. Green deck. I can't run a green deck without Ouroboros. Turn Symbiosis for card draw. Frenzy Bailoff, so it makes our creatures to where they cannot be countered and combat damage can't be prevented. Tenderize, which is a new card. It's a spot removal. Michelangelo, weirdness to 11. If one or more 1/1 counters be put on a creature you control, that means plus 1/1 counters are put on it instead. Spellbook Vendor, which is another old card. It has vigilance, and you pay 1 extra mana when you cast this to get a sorcerer row attached to it, which will make it a 3/3. And when it attacks, you can scry 1. And each turn, you can pay 1 to attach a sorcerer row to a creature. Since we're running white, might as well run Shelter by Ghost, which is another spot removal. Not on my watch, which is another spot removal. We're running more spot. We're not running board wipes. We're running more spot instead of board wipes. We're running spot removals. Then we got another new card, Dimensional Exile. Enchant basic land you control, and exile target creature an opponent controls until this aura leaves the battlefield. Then we got Dragon Sniper in here to take care. Has vigilance, reach, and death touch. Let's say you have Dragon Sniper out. Your opponent's got a big creature out. You can play Tenderize on your Dragon Sniper. Your Dragon Sniper will live, but your opponent's creature would die due to the death touch. Then we got, and for our land base, we got 3 abandoned air temples just to put more +1 counters on our creatures. 2 plains, 8 forests, 4 verges, 4 temple gardens, and 3 demolition field. 61 cards. 2.6 curve, 35% white, 65% green, so it's mostly a green deck, with 18 creatures and 19/9 and 24 lands. But anyway, folks, we got to get off of here. Been streaming for a while now, but make sure to check out the spoilers and brew up some decks, and you can submit those decks into the Discord if you're a part of the Discord. And then if you're when you do that, include your YouTube name with that deck, so I can give you a shout out for the deck, because I'll give shout outs to whoever creates decks and submits them into the early access Discord channel. And but anyway, y'all check out Gamer Dad, Busy Gamer Dad. Y'all check them out. But anyway, so I will give shout outs to the people that submit decks for me to play during early access. That remember, they had to have new cards in the deck. They cannot be decks with old cards in them. And right now, the turtle cards are considered old cards. You can use some turtle cards in the decks. You can use any of the standard cards in the decks, but they do have to contain some new cards within the deck. Otherwise, it's not an early access deck. But if you want to shout out, you want to see what your decks played during early access, then this is your way of being able to be included into the early access. Because Wizards ain't going to give everybody early access. But this is a way that I can include you into the early access, is by letting you brew decks up with some of the new cards. That's it. And you can find all the new cards on mythicspoiler.com. You can find all the new cards there. And there's other sites you can go to also to find the new cards, because all the cards are out. All the cards came out yesterday. But there will be a video going up in the morning. Hopefully It'll be a good video instead of a bad video like it was this morning. This morning was a pretty bad video until I switched decks, went to a different color. But anyway, we're going to get on off of here. But do me a favor, channel members and subscribers, make sure you hit that like button. And for those that's watching this, and if you're not subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button. Because once we get to 1,500 subs, I will be doing a giveaway. We'll be buying a box of the most recent sets and maybe some other stuff along with that to have a giveaway. But that'll be when we get to 1,500 subs. But I have to put one rule in on this. You have to be a U.S. resident and you have to be a part of the Discord. The reason why I want you to be a part of the Discord is for communication, so I can get back with you in case you win the giveaway, and a way I'll be able to let you know, and then that way I'll be able to ship you your winnings. But this will be when we get to 1,500 subs. Right now we're at 1,240, which is pretty good. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. But the more you comment, the more you like, the more you chat there, and just every little thing helps the channel grow. But anyway, that's 1,500 subs. So once we get there, we'll do that. But it'll be, like I said, it'll be the most recent sets. Like if we was there right now, it would be the turtle set. But after the cards release, then that giveaway will move off the turtles and move on to Secrets of Strixhaven. But I'm just going to keep it recent, to recent sets. But let's keep for every video I do that I drop in the mornings, make sure to go by there and leave a comment. Now there is a live that went on last night. I got to go back and delete, because I meant to record a video and said I went live. So I got to go on YouTube and delete that video, unfortunately. But anyway, make sure to, I did drop a video this morning. The first part of it, pretty bad. Second part of it was better. That's why the video talks about mono black, because the second part was the video when I went to mono black. I just could not get the deck to work that I wanted to run. I do make some bad decks. I do make some great decks. I do make some pretty good decks. I do not climb the ladder, but if you want to take my decks on the ladder, you want a copy of my decks, all you have to do is DM me in the Discord, and I will be glad to share the deck with you there. Just let me know all you gotta do is just let me know which deck it is, or you can pause the stream here and get the deck list, because I always show the deck list before I end the streams. I'll do that also when I do my videos. I share the decks. But anyway, we're going to get on off of here. And be sure to look for a video drop at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time in the morning. Then I'll be back also tomorrow afternoon around the same time, around 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, to do another live. We go live once a day. But I also have videos dropping once a day also. So I don't edit my stuff because I don't have a editor or anything to edit with. So everything you see here is raw content. It means nothing has been altered. You see my wins, you see my losses, and But I always like keeping it real, you know what I mean? You gotta keep it real. You gotta show people, you know, what, because, you know, I'm not gonna run a deck, edit it, and say it's 80% win rate or anything like that. Some people might do that. I'm not saying they do, I'm not saying they don't, but I'm not about to do anything like that. I always give y'all what you see, that's what you get. That's the type of person I am. You know, I'm straight up, honest. And I'll tell you if I got a good deck, I'll tell you if I got a bad deck. But anyway, we're going to get on off here. Enough of this rambling. But I will see everybody tomorrow afternoon for around 2 o'clock Central Standard Time for the live. And a new video will be dropping in the morning. Y'all have an awesome rest of your day. Later, everybody. Y'all have a good one.